All right. Yesterday I did a video where I mentioned talking about the death of a young man, David Ngwala, and I did mention that the Murum Mbula provided the people ferrying passengers across the river with life jackets. There has been some inconsistencies about that report, and today I got clear information about it. First and foremost, what I do here, I ensure that I give the right information, and I have sources where I pick one or two things from, where I need to verify. If I don't know the source, it prompts me to verify. There are sources where if I see it, I know that there's no need for verification because I know that those sources are genuine. But I guess this time around my source was probably misled, and that is why I said what I said. But here's the thing. I got a call this morning from MRCP, and every matter was cleared. The jackets that you saw in that video were provided by the MRCP, that is multi-sectoral crisis recovery projects, MRCP. They collaborated with NEMA, with ATSIMA, and Ministry of Environmental. All together, they collaborated, to ensure that they provide these things at a point. I remember according to the report I found out, on 24th of September 2024, they held a training session in that regard. But why am I making this video? There are things that really touched me, and that is the reason why I am making this video. First, I would like to clear the air on the fact that it was not the Murum Mbula that gave the jackets. It was the MRCP that gave the jackets. Secondly, the jackets were provided since last year, September. Since last year, the jackets were provided. The question is, why did they hold the jackets until a disaster happened? But what was the objective of these organizations giving out these jackets since last year? But they were not distributed. If they were, then those people they were given should be held responsible for whatever happens. I think people should begin to face consequences of their actions in this country. We should begin to hold people accountable. MRCP, who did you give the jackets to? And from my investigation, MRCP gave these jackets to village heads and community leaders. Why did they delay the distribution? Why? Why did they delay the distribution until now? Until when disaster happened? Why must we always wait until when a disaster happened before we now act? Is this nation configured to behave like that? I think some people should be held responsible for the death of this young man. Yes, I am calling on all relevant authorities to swing into action to investigate this matter thoroughly, and whoever is culpable should be held responsible. People should begin to face the actions, the consequences of their actions in this country. This is very sad. That's why I said in my first video that it was avoidable. The death was avoidable. But because of carelessness and nonchalant attitude, could it be that some of them were sold? These are questions that only they that receive these things could answer. And those of you that receive these items, you have time now to answer. You have to give response. Why did you hold those things until now? And if you have distributed those items to these people that are ferrying customers, passengers, then you hold them responsible. Make sure that the long arm of the law catches up with them. This is how we can build a safer country. We cannot allow people to be going about with carelessness, involving other people, killing people indiscriminately, without repercussion, without retribution. No, it cannot continue. We can't continue like this. We cannot continue like this. Therefore, like I said, I'm calling on all relevant bodies. I applaud the action of the state government by taking this initiative through the ATSIMA and MRCP and other bodies, NEMA and the rest of them. I will also want to applaud the courage of the Royal Father, His Royal Majesty, Walton Biafo, the Boyman II, the Murum Mbula. Thank you for that royal order. We need it. We need that royal order. And I would like to please plead that beyond the order, please ensure that this has been complied with 100%, not 99%, not 99.9%, 100%. Please, sir, ensure that this order has been complied with. And to those that are ferrying people, like I did say it in that my video, you've been given these things now, no excuse. I would also want to draw the attention of the government to the issue of overloading. I don't know which body that should be responsible for checkmating these things. If you travel along that route, you will be scared, especially if you are not used to waterways. The kind of overloading they do in some of those canoes, most of them, is very frightening. Therefore, I am calling on the government to please take necessary action. The members of the State House of Assembly, if there is no existing law regarding that, I am calling on the National State Assembly, to enact laws that will safeguard the lives of the people along our waterways. Let's not wait until another disaster happens again before we begin to think of these things. And all our representatives, the chairman of local governments, you are the chief security officers of your local governments. You can collaborate with the people at the State Assembly to ensure that these laws are enacted so that we do what we can. And it's not even the enacting of the laws, but following up to ensure that the laws are well executed to save lives of people. This is what I am asking, and I think it's not too much to ask. It's not too much to ask. Once again, I would like to thank His Royal Majesty for that royal order. And those of you that are ferrying people, it is a royal order. And I'm sure you will not want to disobey the royal order. So, please, I urge you to share this video. Let it go round. I appreciate those that shared the previous video. I've seen what the video is doing, The video has gone viral. It has gone far. You can still make this one go viral. Please share this video. Let everybody see it. And let the people responsible see it and act. Thank you very much. Till I come your way again with another video.